Bernie Sanders will be endorsing Hillary Clinton later on today. Fox News advises all of its viewers to avoid social media or any television screen unless you're willing to feel the burn of stomach acid pouring out of your mouth. Mr. Sanders will now become a tool of the system he claimed he was fighting against, but it's not his fault, it's ours. So today's broadcast will be a desperate appeal to those who voted for Hillary Clinton. First of all, it's unlikely you're even watching this because anyone who has access or uses social media would have had a hard time avoiding all of the video evidence of her calculated lying, of her subservience to the corporate and financial interests who created the problems that led to Trump, of her support of the worst policies in American history, of her personal conflicts of interest, and of course, her scripted persona that was crafted by the best political operatives and campaign staffers money could buy. And if you're aware of this history and still voted for her, please stick around because I want to discuss the top 5 rationalizations you've most likely made. The most common reason you hear is, oh, Bernie, he's cute, he's too impractical and idealistic. Anyone who says this does not understand our existential threats and how serious these impending catastrophes could be. What we need now is not a corrupt bureaucrat, as we've always had, but a leader willing to stand up for justice as this man has done his entire career. He's only popular now because we're finally catching up to him. And look, he wouldn't get much done in office, but we elect a president to challenge and confront the status quo and, most importantly, inspire us to greatness. Hillary Clinton she's more suited as a board member of Walmart. Oh, what's that? Oh, she was a board member of Walmart. That's not surprising. But look, idealism is part of the job requirement. And you wouldn't make these accusations about Gandhi or MLK in retrospect. I mean, you might have back in the day. But let's not forget about Obama's idealism, all his promises that he spewed from his beautiful face in 2008. He promised us universal health care. Do we forget that? And then an old man says it and we're like, this guy's a dreamer socialist crazy man. So all I'm saying is that this idealism may have done us some good. His State of the Union addresses would have shaped and defined our political rhetoric for decades. Okay, here's an infuriating sentiment. It's true, we are long overdue for a female president. Over 63 countries have already had female heads of state, including 5 with a Muslim majority. But engaging in superficial feminism to present a facade of progress to the rest of the world is just Americans stroking their undeserving ego. And if you think like Madeleine Albright, who went on record justifying the killing of 500,000 children, that there's a special place in hell for women who don't support each other, go learn about how Hillary Clinton supported Andrew Cuomo over Zephyr Teachout, who was fighting against corruption and for social justice. You know, all the things that Hillary Clinton couldn't care less about. All right, this rationalization the Hillary campaign picked up on and milked for everything it was worth. She's gonna get things done and move us forward. First of all, you shouldn't want someone to get things done if they're headed in the wrong direction. But this isn't even an accurate characteristic. When Hillary Clinton and her State Department spokeswoman were asked what her big achievements were during her time as Secretary of State, they couldn't even point to one. Because she is getting things done, but it's behind the scenes. We're about to elect Claire Underwood. I don't understand how we all fall in love with the show House of Cards, but then we elect the person that it's based off of. Literally, the creators have said this. When Kevin Spacey talked to Bill Clinton, he said 99% of the show is true. What the fuck are we doing? We condemn corruption and then we elect people that are corrupt. All right, this one is just not true. It's not true. Every poll says that Bernie would beat Trump. And number 5. Why? Why is she qualified? Because she was able to play the boys' game and embody the ruthless characteristics of the men around her to rise the political ladder and maneuver her way into the highest seat of power? I'm sorry, but if you cater to a corrupt system for personal gain, that should disqualify you from being the leader of the free world. And I don't know what other shit you tell yourself to make you feel better about fucking up the next 4 years, but look, we don't have to vote the lesser of 2 evils anymore. We can vote in honest and noble politicians. We just have to be educated because this is not a private affair. This is our responsibility as citizens. And if you wanted to vote for Bernie and you didn't,
What needs to happen for you to just drive around the block and scribble on a piece of paper every 4 years? But elections are every 2 years, actually, and I bet you didn't even know that because you're too busy catching Pokemon or whatever the hell you're doing. Why are we even doing this? It's too fucked up. It's over.